Today what we're going to do is the timing chain. Um, we took the old one out, put the new cam in, and then we put a double roller setup in it. And what we found out that with the additional thickness of the cam gear, of the chain for the, not the chain, the gear that goes on the cam is back with the stock setup. Here's the gear for the crank, gear for the cam, put this back. And so we'll take this apart and I'll show you what we're talking about. So I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna take off the, the double chain. Let's pull this off. And then we'll show you what we're talking about there. I didn't do anything with this previous to setting up the video, so you guys are seeing it just as I just walked up to it, because I had all this installed before. I don't mean to have my, sorry about that, I guess that's not good. Had my back to the camera, so I apologize for that. So I guess what we can do is those shots we'll cut away from. All right, so we're gonna pull this gear off. Ah, come on, I didn't. All right, come on, puppy, get on off of there. But anyway, the bill's going pretty good. All right, so I just want to get this so we can get on with getting it all sealed up and getting the gaskets on it, and we want to get the motor put back in the car just as we talked about. Oh, I didn't tell you guys what the date was. Today is October 22, I believe, October 22nd. It is, October 22nd. It is I started at 6:15 p.m. Okay, so we'll get this off of there. All right, get this gear off. Okay, yeah, I think I should have a camera like right here, pointing back to give you that, so that I'm not. Okay, all right. So here's the double roller setup, and as you can see, the chain is much thicker than the stock. So we see how get on there. The two are, they pale. In contrast, the double is thicker. So, and I believe that the double gives you more contact, keeps the chain taut, and all of that good stuff. But like I say, I don't even think we're gonna spin this motor past 3,000. This motor probably will never see 3,000 Rs. So let's put it together for safety. This is a little more for performance. We're going for reliability. So we'll put that setup back, and we're going to go with the stock setup, and more importantly, this dowel pin, and here's the dowel pin on the crankshaft there, and that dowel pin was just coming to be flush with the with this gear, the gear on the cam. And then we're going to see how this dowel pin is going to protrude through. It's going to stand proud of the gear, thereby giving us room or space, so that when that dowel pin protrudes or is proud and it comes through, it will go in through the cam, through this cam gear, and it'll go right into where it's supposed to index, and we'll have the reliability that we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and put this together, and then we'll show you the setup that we're looking for. So again, here is the this is the retrofit that we're not going to use. So let's put all that over there, and let's get this. This is the crank double setup for that's the gear that goes on the crankshaft. Not going to use that, but that's all good. And I really like that setup because it's good in time. So here we go. We'll put this setup on here. We're going to put the stock setup back on. So let's go with, got the bottom gear on, and we'll come on with the top gear. All right, and then we'll get it lined up to what I'm looking for, which is the reliability, and have the dowel pin index the gear like as designed. So let's get this kind of lined up. Not kind of lined up, but let's get this lined up, and we'll get everything going back together. So I'll just tap this on there. This is the crank gear. Uh-oh. Now that should slide in and there we go. That should go on there like with ease, with butter. I apologize for having my back to you guys. Please excuse that. So we'll get this gear, get all this lined up. All right. So got that lined up. Oop, there you go with that. Okay. Oh boy. This needs just a little persuasion. Oh, something. Oh boy. That's a little too tight there. I'm not liking how that's feeling. That should go in there without, I shouldn't have to bang on that. Right? Yeah, that should, okay, so, all right, let's make sure that key weight is all the way down. Okay, so, now let's get this puppy up here. Let's get that gear, there you go. Yeah, that felt, okay. Yeah, we just had to relieve the keyway there just a little, so I just put a little tap and it seated it a little more. All right, got the gear going on here. So our lineup marks are good. Okay, so we should be lined up right about there. Okay. Spot on. What I want to hear, yeah, see, so that pushes back on there, just like it's supposed to. All right, and then tap. Okay, and then, oh boy, well, I'm trying to do this and hold the camera. Okay, we're gonna come up with our fix for that. Okay, here we go, and the dowel pin. Okay, there we go, and all of this. Okay, should go on lickety split, and then the timing marks are good, right? 12 o'clock. There we go. And we just, okay. Right. We have, just want to make sure my timing mark is good. Timing mark's good. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. Now, Oh, that's on there just right. Okay, there you go. Whoop, there it is. All right, I guess I wonder if I could have been a degree 1/2 over on that. No, because that's not going to move. All right. So, all right. Now, here's what we were talking about. See how we have the dowel is a little bit out. Okay, everything is back, everything is seated. Now that's bottomed out. Timing chains all the way on. And then here we go. What we've come here for, what we've done this for. Now when we put this cam, this eccentric cam back on here, it sits right in that dowel pin just like it's supposed to. Whoops, it goes this way. It sits right in there perfect. And what that gives us is the cam, the fuel pump cam that sits on there and runs eccentrically is going to be perfect to where it's supposed to be, right? And it's going to do what it's supposed to and keep this gear in a eccentric circle or path. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll tighten this down, and I believe the card calls for this to be torqued at, if I'm not mistaken, 45 pounds. So let's get out the torque wrench. I'll let you guys see it. So here, let's go down here. There's 30, 35, 40, 43, 40, right there, 45. That mark the bolt, and that's our reference that the bolt is torqued. You can see where in here the dowel pin that comes out of the camshaft is 7/8 all the way through this index hole here, and is contacting this cam that the arm is then going to pump the fuel pump. So that's going to stay firmly in place. The timing chain is good, but that's slack. But that's the stock, and I'll look and see what the play is supposed to be on that. But so that's installed. It's torqued to spec. The index, the keyway is on there properly. So now we can go on to the next step, which is going to be getting the front end, the timing chain cover installed. And so we'll get the gasket and get all this installed for you. We have to put this seal in here. So we'll go get the seal for that, and that'll be on the next video. So we'll prep this area to receive the gasket for the water pump, and we have to go pick up the new water pump. We're waiting for the water pump, so we'll get that installed. But we can now at least get the timing chain cover installed. All right, so that'll be for the next video for the BVB 1966 Ford Mustang restoration.